So I've got another Glaive build for you today. Edge of Action. Is it useful? Question mark. It's been changed. The Titan Exotic Glaive. This is now what it does. It got buffed towards the end of last season, ready for this season. This is exactly what it's doing. Getting a few kills, getting an energy bar up on the Glaive. You pop in that bubble there. That's the exotic effect from the Glaive, and you now get a void overshield in there. So not only is it dropping that bubble, which is extremely tanky, it is giving you an overshield. This season it's unstoppable glaives. So this is the part now where I'm going to try and sell you the glaive, sell you the build if you like. This is where it's very useful. This is the 1590 lost sector, and again you're going to see how strong this bubble actually is and how useful it can be for things like lost sectors. But the main part of this video is to show you how this glaive can really help your teammates out. I've also got other stuff going on here. I'm running Loreley Splendor helm with classy restoration, so you are extremely tanky anyway. It's quite a popular build at the moment, so I'm not going to focus too much on the Loreley. But Loreley Splendor helm, whenever you're wounded or you cast your barricade, you're going to drop sunspot, which gives you insane healing. And I'm also running classy restoration, so you get restoration, so you're really extremely tanky. But like I said, this is just how the glaive and this sort of build with the Loreleys can be extremely helpful for your team. Situations like this, you've got your two friends. This was my friend's first run. He hadn't done it before, so I just wanted to try and run a bit of a support class. As you can see there, give him a nice overshield. He's got the dunk. He's going to dunk that in there. I've kept him nice and safe with that bubble. He's got a nice overshield. Nothing's going to bother him. So situations like this, it is extremely useful. And again, just some more clips of exactly why I love it. I'm absolutely loving this build at the moment. I've popped that over there, and he's nice and safe again. I'm using my barricade there to block that area of damage off, and I've also got my Sol Invictus restoration going from the Loreleys. I'm going to plant another one there, so it's really strong. I love it. Really support, like I really love playing support type of builds, and I think with the Loreley setup where you can stay nice and tanky, adding this glaive to the build, it is very nice for your teammates. Again, these are all just sort of situations where you can sort of really help out in a lot of activities. I'm blocking a large area of damage off there as well with the actual bubble, and everyone who passes through that is getting a sort of nice void overshield, as you've seen, for 10 seconds, which you can just keep going in and out of. And then the actual utility of a glaive, I still think is really strong. I know last season I felt like they sort of spoiled it a little bit with how bad there was, but they've been buffed recently, all three glaives, and they're definitely 1,000,000% worth revisiting if you've got any crafted. You can do some really cool things with them this season, like so. I've done a hunter build with the glaive that I posted the other day. I did a healing build with a warlock, which I can link in the descriptions. But all in all, now I think they're definitely worth a revisit. If you've got one crafted or you was considering going after one, they're totally worth it now, in my opinion. I'm going to leave the rest of these clips running out, and I'll briefly show you the build at the end. Let us know what you think. If you've enjoyed the vid, been useful, maybe would you consider running it? Let me know. Alright, have a great day. So just before I go into this, I'm just going to say I'm going to leave a dim link, and I'm going to briefly talk over like the main points of this build. I just want to sort of mention high energy fire again. I mentioned this the other day in my hunter video. So whenever you're charged light, you're going to do an extra 20% damage with high energy fire. Now 20% damage, the high energy fire actually works with the glaive, the melee part of the glaive. So if you can, whenever you're meleeing something and you're high energy fire, you're going to do an extra 20% damage. So becoming chargeable light to get high energy fire is quite important on the build. This is the sort of way I'm getting chargeable light with this mod here, elemental charge. So basically you become chargeable light by picking up an elemental well. If the elemental well matches your subclass element, you gain ×2 charge light. And I'm also running things like explosive well maker. Any sort of explosions are going to create solar elemental wells, and I'm also running elemental ordnance to create elemental wells also. So by picking them up with elemental charge, you're all going to be running you're always going to be coming charge with light to get high energy fire, which is going to give you extra damage on your glaive. The aspects of fragments I'm running is Consecration and Sol Invictus. Sol Invictus is really important to work with Loreley's for the sunspot. You can change that up if you like. I like to run a fusion grenade. I'm also liking to run the throwing hammer, because whenever you throw that hammer, I'm going to apply Ember of Torches, which is going to make all my friends and myself Radiant, which is a 25% damage buff. Ember of Singeing, your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets, so you can scorch things with your fusion grenade or your Consecration melee. Ember of Torches, I've already gone over that one. Ember of Solace, Radiant and Restoration effects applied to you have an increased duration, so I believe you get like an extra 3 to 5 seconds on both of them, so you can keep nice and healed and have a longer period of damage with Radiant. And then Ember of Char, all your ignitions spread Scorch to affected targets, so all the scorching that you're applying from your ignitions is going to help with this one. Your class ability recharges faster, so you can get your class ability back as quick as possible, so you can keep nice and healed and tanky with Loreley Splendor helm. That's the build. I'm going to leave a dim link in the comments. Hope you found the video helpful, useful. Let me know. Have a good day.